Hello Flosstube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen, and as always this is a video about cross stitch, primarily cross stitch related purchases as standard. This week is also going to be a Galleria recap because I just got back. Well, what's today? Today's Thursday, so I came back on Sunday. So it's been a few days, but first I'm going to jump into finishes, whips, then I'll do haul, and then I'll give you a Galleria recap. I think a lot of people probably, I don't know if everybody wants to hear about Galleria, so we're gonna do the standard whips and finishes and everything first, and then I'll jump into the fun Galleria stuff later. So first I have a finish. This was a project that only took me 3 sittings. I picked this up. It's a shepherd's bush pattern. It's called Thoughts of Halloween. I picked it up at Galleria. By the time Saturday rolled around, I was really jealous of everybody that was stitching, and I finally had a little bit of downtime. So I went to one of the shops and I bought the pattern, some fabric, all of the specialty floss for it. I bought a needle. I bought a Q-snap because I didn't take anything with me because I'm a big dum-dum. And I sat down and I stitched just these 2 little curly Qs. So really I didn't need a stitching project, but I was like, oh, it's so cute. But anyway, I came home, I got it finished. And this is stitched on, I don't know. I think it was called Spellbound, but I have no idea who the dyer was. I picked this up from Inspired Needle. So it was a dyer I didn't recognize. I don't know who it was, but the button came in with the pattern, and I just love it. It was a lot of solid stitching down there, but it's not very big. It's only 50 by 51. So yeah, 3 nights, knocked it out. Super cute. Now I gotta decide how I'm gonna fully finish it someday. My next whip is also kind of a finish. So this is my Witchy Stitcher Cryptid Sail. And I say kind of a finish because my plan with this piece is to stitch 1 cryptid block at a time. And I finished block 2. So I've got Mothman and Nightcrawler done now. And I love how this is turning out. With how heavy it is with black floss though, I can only do like 1 block at a time before I need a break to do some colors, and then I'll come back and work on the next one. So the next pattern is going to be off to this side, and the next one is Bigfoot. So I'm excited to do that. So I don't know how long I'll wait before starting the next one, but it's not going to be right away because I've got some other projects lined up, including some quick model stitches for Carrie, House of Floss and Fluff, on Flosstube, and so that's probably going to sit for a little while. I also have worked on my temperature piece. I had to get this caught up quite a bit when I came home from Galleria because I only had like the first 9 days stitched or something like that. So 9 or 12, I can't remember. So when I got home, I caught up all of the flowers. I got the rest of this background stitching and the stems done. I have one tiny little piece here of the ecru to do to finish out the border. And then I left off on the 25th, so I need to go back and stitch the 25th, the 26th, the 27th, and the 28th. I'll probably do that tonight. And then I'm super close to having that done. We've only got 2 more days in the month, so I'm excited about that. And then last night I had a new start because I finished the Shepherd's Bush piece. I pulled out another Halloween piece to start. And it's another one that's very heavy with black DMC, so I'm not sure why I did that, but that's okay. So this is Tonight We Ride. This is Autumn Lane Stitchery. And this actually came fully kitted in their Halloween box last year, but the pattern was released this year. So it is on their website. You can get the pattern. And the fabric is from Bestitch Me, and it's called Pumpkin Patch. And it is a very nice, vibrant orange. I really love this, and my piece had some great modeling in it, so I'm super excited about this. The edges, the edges are darker, so it's gonna look really cool with the moon being here, and then it's dark out on the sides. I think that's gonna be awesome. So there's my little start from last night. Not a ton, but that's okay. And that's all I've got for my actual stitching. Now that I'm home from Galleria, I can slow down on the fobs a little bit and get back into the stitching more, so I'm super excited about that. Tomorrow is craft night with some girlfriends, so I'll probably take a, not a Mill Hill, but the Satsuma Street Halloween ornament that I had started, and it's the owl with the witch hat, so I'll probably take that to work on. It's easy to work on the perforated paper when I go for craft night, so planning on taking that. And then this weekend I do have a couple of custom orders for scissor fobs that I need to finish up. I did get all of the leftover scissor fobs posted on the Facebook group, Absolutely Fabulous. If I remember, I'll put that in the description below. So I did get those all posted. I have a few invoices to send out, and then I got to ship those. But other than that, it's back to stitching. So let's jump into my regular haul first, and then I'll do the Galleria haul completely separate because. So I did have an order from Night Stalkers Calling show up yesterday. I had ordered a couple skeins of toasted marshmallow, which is one of the first colors that I was introduced to. Amy was stitching a project with this color at the Michigan Stitchers Retreat last year, and I immediately got online and placed a huge order with Night Stalkers Calling on Etsy. So I did finally pick up some of this. I also picked up 3 skeins of Bog of Eternal Stench because I wanted to get multiple from the same dye lot, but even from the same dye lot, this one ended up a lot lighter. So, but I do have 2 that are pretty similar. I'm probably gonna staple these together and use it for, like, kind of earmark it for a project where I need more than 1 skein. I don't have a project like that, but whatever. And then this one is called Demon, and I really liked the colors and the like flecks of color in there, so I picked up 3 skeins. Again, in case I wanted to do a larger project. Only one of them had this like bit of yellow showing there. Well, I guess there's some yellow in the other ones, but not as prominent as that. So, but yeah, I really like these colors too. So I got that. I had purchased a few things on a it was not a stash unload. It was a person's personal destashing. So I got a couple things. I got this kit. I think I want to stitch that for my mom. She really likes Santas. So this is I think it's a full kit. Yep, it's got the, wait a minute. Where's the floss? Let's check. Is this a full kit? Yeah, there's the glass. Okay, so it was obviously opened, and the floss was all separated. Oh, and it's started. So, but I think what I might do is not use, this is the plastic canvas. I prefer perforated paper. So I might ditch this and pull out some perforated paper from my stash and stitch it on that. I think I have some silver or gold perforated paper that actually might look really nice. I think what this was an estate clean out. It was through Artie. I can't remember her last name. that was one kit, and then this one, another one that I would stitch for either myself or my mom. Both of us collect nativities. This is kind of similar, so, or my cousin. My cousin might like that. And then I picked up this kit, and I should start this soon. It's nice and colorful, so it would give me a break from DMC 310, my Cone of Doom, and I'd like to stitch this for my grandma. I could probably start this and actually get it done for her birthday in March. I'm going to leave this out and start this soon. And then I also, from that same stuff, got some patterns only. They don't have any of the supplies, but got some kit patterns. So there was that one, and then this was a Little House Needleworks Simplicity pattern. And then there were some Dimensions kits, and I've seen these kits and I really like them, so I'm excited to have the patterns. And then I'll have to see if I can get a conversion for, because I know that these Dimensions kits, they don't use the DMC floss numbers, so I'm wondering if I can find a conversion list of the Dimensions kit flosses to DMC. If not, I'll just have to kind of use my DMC book and figure it out myself. Let's see. Oh, this is another whip that I want, or not whip yet, another project that I want to start soon. The Mermaids of the Seasons sale from Fiberlicious and Bella Filipina. The first mermaid was released. So this is fully kitted, and this is another one that I'm going to leave out so that I can get that started soon. And then I had my fabric of the month from Under the Sea Fabric. It's a fat quarter of 28 count linen, and the color is Ashera. That's a pretty, the colors are getting picked up pretty good today. Maybe because it's overcast. So nice and neutral. Got some green tones in there. And then let's see what else is in this bag. Oh, there were two other flosses from Night Stalkers. These were oopsies, but it was a nice pale gray. So I picked up 2 skeins of that. Okay, so the rest of what is in here. Okay, my last video, this is my bag that I collect all of my haul in while it's coming in, and then I have it ready for my videos. So that's everything from regular haul. The rest of this is going to be Galleria. So, Galleria. Lori and I were supposed to drive down on Wednesday. On Monday night, Lori texted us and said she had a fever and wasn't going to be going to Galleria. And I was like, oh no, because she was going to be my riding buddy to make this 8-hour drive. I've never driven that far on my own before. I used to have a problem getting tired and feeling like I was falling asleep when I was driving long distances, so it was really kind of nerve-wracking to me. But I was like, nope, I'm not bailing. I have to do this. So Wednesday morning, I got in the car on my own, and all of my mom's praying must have worked because I managed to get down there to St. Louis. Minimal issues with traffic, no real issues with construction. Managed to stay out of big packs of cars. I found nice little pockets, so it was very not stressful. It was nice. I obviously stopped a couple times, and I got to Galleria, and I got there about 20 minutes before Karen, so our timing worked out pretty perfect. She drove, I think she had like 5.5 hours to drive. So we got there, and right away we kind of checked out our room, dumped a couple things in there, and then went and got food. Oh no, we unloaded the cars first because we had the cars parked at the door. So we unloaded our cars, dumped everything in the room, and then we took off. And we went across the street to Cracker Barrel and got dinner. And we didn't bother doing any unpacking. We never bother doing any unpacking on Wednesday night anymore. We get there, we do dinner, and we started assembling kits right away for Karen's class and round robin that she was doing. So we started with that, and the next morning we got up, had breakfast, started unpacking, setting up the room after breakfast. It went pretty well. I think we've gotten it down. I think next year it'll be even smoother, and we'll be able to do it even quicker. We kind of talked about some ways to streamline it so Karen can bring less stuff or less, boxes, less display stuff. Like, I think we've got it figured out, and we got that set up. And then we got around 12:30, we found out that Karen's round robin was actually that night, Thursday night. So we busted ass and got all of her 50 round robin kits assembled and then did the round robin, and then the room was open from 6:30 to 9, and we didn't get dinner till about 11 o'clock, and we ate in silence while we were super tired. And then we went back up to the room, worked on kit assembly some more. Karen did amazing on Thursday night. Sold out of her flamingo patterns. I'll show them shortly. Sold out of the flamingo patterns. So Friday morning after breakfast, I kept working on the kits for her class that she was teaching on Friday, and Karen had to go find an Office Depot to print more patterns. And so that was a good problem to have. We had the room open, then her class was in the middle of the day, which I also got that kit, so I'll show that. And then the room was only open till 5. We went out to dinner at Texas Roadhouse that night with Stephanie, hand-dyed by Stephanie, and Barbie from Pedal Pusher, and kind of just hung out back in the room. We went to bed pretty early. We were pretty tired already. Got up Saturday, did the whole room thing again, and then as soon as the rooms closed at 5 on Saturday, we started taking things down, boxed stuff up, had everything stacked in the room, ate dinner, and didn't bother loading the cars until after dinner. And then kind of chilled, and Sunday morning we left. So it's always a whirlwind. I took 370 scissor fobs with me. I think I sold about 45 of them, which is good. So there are lots available still on my Facebook group. And I will leave albums posted all the time. As people claim items, as soon as I get paid and they shipped, I'll delete the photos so that we don't have albums claimed or stuffed with pictures of stuff that's not available. So I'll stay on top of that. Now, haul from Galleria. So obviously we were super busy, but I did still have time to venture out and get a few things. Oh, that's not haul. First, I went to Live and Die LA, and this is their first year that they were at Galleria, and they had, Lori had told me about this color of fabric that I had to get, and I was like, ooh, okay, I'll pick it up. I had to do some shopping for Lori too, since she wasn't able to make it. So I'm gonna try to do this with minimal crinkling. It's not gonna work. That is looking for the rest of my stuff. Okay, so Live and Die LA. There it is. I knew I had floss. Okay. So I bought 3 skeins of floss. I just got 10-yard ones, and I got the colorways Mad Hatter, Smack the Jellyfish, and Autumn Splendor. Beautiful ombres, or not ombres, variegations. So I would like to use 1 or 2 of these in the Biscornus that Karen released. So I'll show you those shortly, but I'm probably gonna use one of those. And then I did get 2 pieces of fabric in the Smack the Jellyfish color. This is a 28 count Lugana. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? Gorgeous colors. And Lori got a piece of even weave in opal. It's an opal even weave. And then this is a 32 count linen, which I kind of try to stay away from the dark stuff in linen because I'm starting to have such a hard time seeing. But I saw these colors and I could not resist. So I'm just going to have to use my magnifiers. And now I'm going to be on the hunt for a project for it. I'm wondering if maybe I'll use this for the, Leslie had an exclusive pattern from Witchy Stitcher. Antisocial Cryptid Club. I could stitch it in black on this. I think that might be cool because I mean, kind of looks like trees, night sky. So I might do that. I also picked up a couple patterns from Jan Hicks. It was so nice to meet Jan, and she brought her cat. So every time I passed her room, I got to poke my head and pet Nina. Her so cute, such a good kitty. So I bought this one, something else that I thought I might stitch for my grandma. Now that I remember I got that kit though, maybe I'll just stitch this for myself for spring. And then I also got this, and I love it. So this is going to be part of a series. There's going to be 4. She does have a border on her website available for free. So, but I'm probably only going to get the hydrangea and the iris. And I'll probably stitch them separate, but, you know, so that I could leave them out all through spring and summer. But these colors are just stunning. And they are cottage garden threads. So I'm going to have to find a source for buying those. I think Gary said they have them ordered. So I'm going to have to get those when they get them in. I loved those colors. So that was from Jan. And then I got a few things from Barbie Pedal Pusher. I've got all these bags I'm going to have to get rid of. Barbie had some ornament charms available, so I picked up a couple bags of 2024 and one of 2023, so I can use those on some ornaments. And then I picked up her exclusive kit. We know I love poinsettias, so, you know, I had to get it. So the kit had everything except for the fabric to stitch on. I'm sure I've got something in my stash. And I had this cute little needle minder. And then I picked up, this was a new pattern, and I got the finishing board for it. And what does this use? Oh, this just uses DMC. And then this was another new pattern. Tangled Web. I'm not a huge spider person, but I thought this was cute with the flowers. And sunflowers. And then it has this little freebie chart in there too. I picked up okay. Sorry, getting everything out. It's Needle Bling. I picked up a piece of fabric from Needle Bling too, and I already put it in something, but it's a piece of Spellbound linen. But then I also picked up this pattern, and I saw this pillow stitched up. It's super cute. The image is a little bit distorted on this cover sheet, but actually I could stitch this on that Spellbound linen I bought from her. And then I have These were from Silver Needle. I picked up this kit, and I'm going to stitch this on fabric instead of the perforated paper. I kind of talked to Lindy a little bit about, so Silver Needle, they have all these big Mill Hill kits stitched up, and they have them as hanging pillows, and they're very, very firm, and I love them. So I kind of talked to her a little bit because I started thinking about it. I was like, okay, so to get it that firm, they must be using interfacing on, you know, the stitched piece, because there's no way you could just use stuffing and get it that tight. So I talked to her, and they do use interfacing on both sides. They use it on the stitched piece and on the backing fabric, and that's part of the trick. So I'm going to give it a go with this kit. I'm going to stitch it on fabric and see if I can get some interfacing and put it on both sides and see if I can make one of those hanging pillows, because they're just beautiful. And then I can hang it, and I have multiple places in the house that I could hang it for the season. And then I picked up the candy corn pumpkin. I just love that little mouse. And Autumn Friends. I might actually leave Autumn Friends off and just stitch the scene. And it came with little pins. And a blue flower pattern that I've been eyeing. Definitely stitching these two. We'll see about the rest. I got some fabric from Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. So I got a piece of, this is 28 Lugana in the color Seaside. Very soft blue with a hint of brown. And then I got her last two pieces there of 32 count linen in the Polar Plunge. This was used for the hands-on design Arctic Friends series. So I got two pieces of that. Oh, I found the package. The fabric that I used for the Shepherd's Bush was Spellbound, but I don't know, it just says NB Lugana. I don't know who that is. Maybe it's Needle Bling? I don't know. But anyway, I found that. I also picked this up from Inspired Needle. Owls in the Round. I'll stitch this with a variegated thread, like a Halloween colored one. Maybe one from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. I have multiple Halloween packs from her. And some autumn smalls. I'm probably only going to stitch these three. I probably won't do the barn, and then I can display those three together. And then Rosewood Manor. I found two patterns there. I got Tools of the Trade. And it's got this little pumpkin charm. I love how that turned out. And then R.I.P. on a Pumpkin. I don't know what this uses. Just calls for DMC. Nice. And last, not last, because I'm saving Karen's for last. Just kidding. From Needlework with Jim and Hand Dyes by Jim. I don't remember what the name on the door of the room was. But anyway, I found this pattern. It was stitched on the wall. This is very distorted in this picture. But it's a long piece, and it was really cool, all stitched up. So I picked that up. And actually, this toasted marshmallow, where did it go? Toasted marshmallow, where are you? Seriously, here it is. That might be a really good color for the cauldron. I might have to think about that, because it calls for Silken Colors from the Thread Gatherer, and Belle Soie from Crescent Colors, and Petite Treasure Braid from Rainbow Gallery. I'm probably going to use fibers I already have. I'll see what I can find. But then I also picked up fabrics from Hand Dyes by Jim. There was a 10 count Tula Solo. I picked this up to use for my Sekas & Co. hearts. This might work for one of them. Thought that was a little bit different, something fun other than just white or black that I've stitched most of them on. And then there were these 11 by 11 cuts of fabric. I think I got all 14 count. Looks like it. So these are all 14 count, and they're all 11 by 11, and it's the perfect little size for a little stitch piece, and they were only $4.25. So I picked up some fun colors. You know, I went for a couple darker colors that I wouldn't attempt on linen anymore. This is a really nice green. This would be a really pretty one for a Christmas piece. And this is nice and bright. And then this would be good for fall or Halloween. And this is more of a brown tone. So I love these. I'll have to find some fun little projects for that. Last but not least, Karen's. Karen had some big sellers this release. So, first of all, if you haven't seen, go to her website, check them out, because one of them is a gorgeous merman named Murdoch, and I got to model stitch him, and he was amazing. I did not get that pattern though, but he was well received. Karen really knocked it out of the park with that pattern. I have not seen another designer do the shading and depth on a this merman's torso as well as she did it. It was amazing. So go check that out. But I did get quite a few of her patterns, including the new Flamingo Rose. Of course I was going to get those. So we have Autumn. And they're so adorable. They're so adorable. And Winter. And then in March, she will release Spring and Summer, which have already been model stitched and look damn good. So I'm really excited for March to roll around to get those. And it'll be perfect timing since my birthday's in March. It'll be a birthday present. And then she does have this board that they're mounted on. She had those available. They did sell out. She's got a pre-order on her website if you want the boards. So you'll just, we'll have to paint it, and then you assemble the easel to glue on the back, and then you can use really big magnets and switch out the seasons and just use one board. Her next huge seller, the flamingos are what sold out first, and then we had this one, and this one I think came pretty damn close to selling out. This is her next triptych pattern, and it's stitched on perforated paper, and it's stitched, there's some glow-in-the-dark floss and glow-in-the-dark beads, and it's just, it's so adorable and amazing, and I love it. I love it. So I'm excited to stitch that one too. And again, the boards did sell out really quickly, but she has them available as a pre-order on her website. She will be getting more. But yeah, you can just paint this black, get the perforated paper on there, and then she's got some moss and some rocks that she added to the bottom. I'm gonna see if I can find a little tiny like black cat, like for like a dollhouse, and put that at the bottom too. I think that'd be really cute. Oh no, I found a whole nother bag in here. Oh yeah, I did. Oh boy. Oh boy. I also picked up 2 of the 3 tonal tangos. These were I got to model stitch these, and this is what I was saying. I was going to use the variegated flosses from Live and Dye LA. These are great stash buster patterns. So she has 3 total. Any fabric, any floss, any beads. Dig in your stash. Find your favorite variegated floss that you bought because it was gorgeous and you don't know what to stitch it with it. These are awesome for it. So those are available on her website as well. And then I picked up Bitty Bites. This released at Market in this last spring, but I hadn't gotten it yet. And what I'd like to do is, the model is stitched on 40 count, but I'd like to take this cake and stitch just the cake on like 20 count, so it's nice and large, and put that out every year for birthdays in our house. So that's my plan for that. And then I'd like to stitch a couple of those other ones for the kitchen. This was Karen's Round Robin. So this is what I was kidding on the first day and a half. So this was her Round Robin pattern. It's not available. It was only available as the Round Robin, but it's so cute. It's fall, y'all. And so it came with the pumpkin. It came with the perf paper for stitching. It came with all of this floss that we cut and put together. And actually a whole skein too, because that background is solid stitching. And the beads. And a little easel for putting on the back of the pumpkin so it doesn't fall over. So that's super cute. Obviously, that probably won't get done for this autumn, but you know, it's okay. Autumn comes every year. And then last from Karen is her class. Okay, so this was the class that she taught. Isn't it awesome? So it's this tray and this pendibule, and I love it. Love it. So this was the big project to kit. So it has the fabric, and the fabric is from Under the Sea. It has the tray, and Karen's husband was so helpful and sanded and painted all of these for us. And some stuffing for the pendibule, and it had a fun little notepad. And this is all of the floss that I cut and put onto these custom cards, already numbered with the symbol and the floss color. And then there was a seashell beeswax, a pair of mermaid scissors, beads, ooh, a fun mermaid pen. I'll probably give it to Ellery, or she'll steal it. Oh, more beads, ribbon for the pendibule, and an adorable little crab scissor fob. Gee, I wonder where that came from. So that was the class that she taught. And Karen ended up having a really good turnout for her class. I think it doubled from last year, so that was exciting. And now I told her we have to find another kick-ass project for class next year. And the round robin. She keeps doing better and better every year. I'm like, okay, now you gotta do it again. Let's see what I found in here. Ah, yes. I also got to meet Diane. So I finally picked up Introverted. Spruce it up. And Follow Your Heart. And then, what was the name of the shop? What was the name of this? Creative Angle Crafting. So they had, I know I bought a couple of kits from them last year. And these are, they're similar to Fern Ridge, but a lot more affordable. And so I bought this scissor fob. Someday I'm going to learn how to do this. I'm promised that it's not hard. My stuff is all falling over, you guys. And then there was a clearance rack, and it was, these were fully kitted for $5. So I bought 2 of this kit to make this little ghost humbug. 1 of these, and 2 of the Celtic butterflies humbugs. So I figured for $5, perfect for learning and perfect to make for somebody, right? Oh, and I got a highlighter for free. I'm sure Ellery will steal that too. That's it. Yep. That's all. So, it was a lot. It was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot, guys. Thanks for hanging with me while I went through it all. Like I said, I'll be picking up on my stitching now. I've got lots to keep me busy. Oh, so my last video before this one had a giveaway. Because I just did this massive haul video and Galleria recap, I'm not going to draw the winner today. So that's your hint that if you're still watching and you haven't watched my previous video, you might want to go watch that, learn about the giveaway and how to enter it. And next video, I will announce the winner. So I hope everybody is staying healthy. I hear that COVID is on the rise again. Keep yourselves healthy, and I hope you're getting a lot of stitching done. And we are moving into Halloween season now, so I know personally next week I'm tearing apart this house and I'm putting everything Halloween out. I'm gonna decorate. I really wanted to do it this week, but I still needed some regrouping time. It was nice. I got home on Sunday night, and stinking Romeo didn't let me sleep much Sunday night when I got home. So I took Monday off of work, and everybody left the house. Brian went to the office. The kids went to school. I sat and cross-stitched all day. All day. I moved some laundry around too. Did some laundry, but I cross-stitched, and I watched Hawaii Five-0, and it was so great to just decompress after the busy weekend and have some quiet and be on my own. So it worked out well. So I will touch base with you guys again soon. Hopefully have a lot of stitching to show you. By next video, I will have the September temperature chart done for sure. I might have some models that I can show you, depending on what Carrie plans to do with them. And we'll see what else I can start. Maybe get that bird started, get some color in between all of this DMC 310 Cone of Doom stitching I've been doing. Oh, crud. I still have to finish my dad's Christmas present, too. I should probably do that. Maybe I'll work on that this weekend. Yep, I think I will. Have a good afternoon, guys. Bye.